Peer Pressure, Tech 2, May 21st, 2014, Hayden Reynolds, The Outsiders. Peer pressure is basically when your friends or peers are pushing you to do something you might be uncomfortable with. Peer pressure can be positive or negative. Source: www.gspsyouth.ca. Johnny wouldn't open his mouth unless he was forced to. Ponyboy, when narrating the story. This connects to peer pressure by giving an example of one being pressured to do something they might not be comfortable with. Source: gspsyouth.ca. Peer pressure's negative side has serious effects. Those effects can destroy your individuality by making you feel you should do the same things and have the same tastes as your friends. Negative peer pressure is also a common cause of teens doing drugs, drinking, and smoking. Sources: GSPS Youth and Buzzle.com. Living in those conditions might have turned someone else rebellious and bitter. Ponyboy. This could be an example of a teen living in conditions where they are pressured and having their personality changed. Peer pressure also has a positive side. It can make you try new things, give up bad habits, and sometimes make new good habits. Source: Buzzle.com. We're gonna cut our hair and you're gonna bleach yours. Johnny. Johnny is pressuring Ponyboy to cut his hair, though Ponyboy doesn't want to, but it would benefit them if they did. Puzzle.com. Peer pressure plays a big role in decision making. You have one opinion, but you see your peers expressing theirs. You don't want to start an argument, so you go along with the crowd. So, for example, you see something at a store you really like. However, if you bought it, it would change the way your peers think of you. It might make you uncool, so you don't buy it. But later on, you might end up regretting it or not regretting it. Source: headsup.scholastic.com. I can't take sides. Soda pop. This could connect to a situation where someone is between two or more sides with different opinions. Source: headsup.scholastic.com. Another type of peer pressure is unspoken peer pressure, which can be positive or negative peer pressure, but there is no verbal contact between you and your peers. Unspoken peer pressure occurs when you assume that your friends have a better life than you, so you do everything that your friends would. Source: Buzzle.com. Johnny had been smoking since he was 9, and Steve had started at 11, so no one thought it was unusual when I started. Ponyboy. He started smoking without anyone telling him to, like someone would do things like other people, but without verbal connection. Puzzle.com. Sometimes we wonder why teens will give in to peer pressure. They give into it because they might want to fit in, or they want to be liked, or they don't want to be made fun of. Source: sitemaker.umich.edu. If I see you in the hall at school or someplace and don't say hi, well, it's not personal or anything, but Cherry. She won't talk to Ponyboy because talking to a greaser will hurt her reputation. Sources: gspsyouth.ca and Buzzle.com. There are many ways peer pressure can be stopped. You can avoid it completely by hanging out with friends that don't pressure you. But if you can't avoid it, be prepared for how you're going to say no. But if that won't work, just walk away or have a friend with you who can defend you. Source: www.yourlifecounts.org. Cherry and Marcia shook their heads at his offering of cigarettes. Ponyboy, when narrating. This could connect to a teen being pressured to accept a cigarette but resisting. Source: yourlifecounts.org. Reflection. I chose this topic because it seemed the most interesting to me. Also because it was a very simple topic to do. Peer pressure did mildly affect the characters in The Outsiders. When peer pressure occurred in it, it was mostly about a person's reputation. Peer pressure affects teens today by giving the results of positive or negative peer pressure. Peer pressure can affect one's identity by destroying it completely. It makes you feel like you should Be more like your peers, fit in, and be cool.